What's going on, my Todd Capital family? What is going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. So, this Thursday, what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about having an intentional weekend, getting the ball rolling. You know, it's Thursday. We need to tap in. We need to get ready to understand how to have an intentional weekend. Y'all, I'm going to break it down for you, okay? I am Michelle Welch. I am a time management and productivity coach. I am also a coach in the Todd Capital Mastermind. And I'm also the co-host of the Millionaire Talk Show. And I am here to bring you 15 minutes of knowledge. Let's go. So who's ready to have an intentional weekend? Can I get some fire in the chat if we're trying to have an intentional weekend? Let me see some fire. Let me see who's here. Let's go. So it's so important to make sure that we plan out a lot of the things that we want to do. And when I say plan, I mean with a schedule, but we also need to have the intention of how we want our days to go. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys in just a little background real quick, right? So I am a single mom of 2. I own 4 businesses. I'm a part of the podcast. I'm a part of the mastermind. I coach. I do a lot of different things. And because of that, and my boys are in basketball. How could I even forget about that? So, and because of that, I have a lot to do all the time, right? So on my weekends, they're very intentional and I spend them very wisely because during the weeks, I'm jam-packed with work, getting things done, always on go, always in motion, right? So although I use time blocking and day theming and things like that throughout the week, on the weekends, I like to make sure that it's super intentional for the simple fact of how invested I am in my work during the week. I know some of y'all are invested. I know how much you guys put work into the business, but I want you to understand that rest is a reward, not a requirement. Happy birthday! Rest, once again, is a reward, not a requirement. I'm sorry. I'm saying it so wrong, y'all. Oh my God. Rest is a requirement, not a reward. I got thrown off a little bit. Rest is a requirement, not a reward. So you cannot continue to go through your days, your weekends, and constantly in go mode. That's not going to work. That's not effective for our brains. I want you guys to understand that your brain only has the capacity to do focused and deep work for at least 4 to 6 hours a day. That is it. That's what you max out at. So we need to take ourselves from constantly hustling and grinding and always being on the go. And we need to basically tone it down. We need to figure out what are our priorities, what are our delegations, and things like that. So with that being said, hi guys, this is Trey. He's getting water. Go. All right. Yep. Go ahead. All right, guys. See, it don't stop. It just don't stop. So a couple things that I want to kind of go over is some things that you can do to have a more effective weekend, right? So for the weekend, I always take one day for self. I always take one day to just be with the kids, no work, no phone calls, no nothing, which is usually my Saturday. Saturday is the day that we go out, we do something together. You know, I get the house cleaned in the morning, I get my things going, but that day is the day that I don't do routine. If they want to wake up at 10, they wake up at 10. If I want to wake up at 9, I wake up at 9 because I usually do 5 o'clock every day. So on Saturdays, I avoid routine. And the reason why is you have to reset. You have to set yourself up. You have to rest. Exhaustion fatigue is actually really a thing. And what happens is it's exhaustion fatigue and decision fatigue. Throughout the week, you're making so many decisions. You're operating in such a manner that you get tired of making decisions. You get tired of operating. So you have to take a break. You have to pull that battery out. You have to give yourself a moment to gather yourself. And especially if you're a parent, if you're a husband, if you're a wife, it's essential. You need you time. It's not always about that hat you wear. I'm a mom, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, I'm a wife, I'm a girlfriend. It's not all about that. You have to have a day that is about you. That's about being in your peace, being in your happy place, whether that be your home, whether you're going to the beach. You need you time. So I want you guys to write down for this weekend, you time. You need time for you. Whatever that looks like, you need some time for you, right? So you got to get outside. You got to feel the breeze. You got to get yourself working. In that aspect. And a lot of these things have to do with mindset. Your mindset has to be prepared to know that, like, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And this is how I want to do it. Because The anxiety of feeling like I gotta be in the business. I gotta be doing something 24/7. Get that out of your head. We are no longer booked and busy. We're not doing that no more. We are productively producing. Because if you're not okay, the business is not okay. If you're not okay, the kids aren't okay. You know how your household runs when you're not operating at full capacity. So we're no longer giving bare minimum to self. What we're doing now is we're establishing healthy boundaries for business and for self so that we can optimize everything, right? So I like to reclaim Sunday. Sunday is my planning day. Sunday is the day that I write down on my schedule. Sunday is the day that I just kind of get everything planned out. I'm a big Instacarter, so I make sure I order my groceries on Sunday. I make sure I put my laundry in to get ready for the week, because I have specific days where I do like content all day. So like my Monday, I do content. So I know I have to have 2 outfits ready. I got to make sure I get up to beat my face. Got to make sure like the office is set up, because it's important for me to add value to my audience, right? And I want to look good while doing it, because when you look good, you feel good, right? Okay then. So reclaim your Sunday. I take that time and I plan my week out. So with that being said, there are times where, I don't want to work and I don't want to plan my week out. But when I don't and I fail to plan everything out, my week tends to become a lot more stressful. I have a lot more anxiety. I don't get as much done, and I find myself working longer hours. The goal here, guys, is to not work 16 to 18 hours a day. That is not the goal. Now, if that's what type of time you're on and the season you're in, because that's the type of season I'm in, I'm on go. I'm ready to go. But you only get about 4 to 6 truly productive hours. Like, that is all your brain capacity can handle. And then on top of that, a lot of us like to multitask. A lot of us like to handle a lot of things at one time. You got to throw that mindset out. We got to focus on one thing at a time. So on Sunday, you know what I focus with? A brain dump. I get everything out on paper, get it out, establish everything. Then what I do is I grab 2 color highlighters. I grab a green one and a yellow one. And the green one are the things that I'm going to take care of, and my yellow ones are the things that I'm delegating out to somebody else. All right, so I'm going to run it back real quick. We are going to do a brain dump. Then once the brain dump is complete, and when you do a brain dump, I don't want y'all holding back now. We're not holding back. We're getting everything out of your brain onto paper. That is what we're doing. So now that we have the brain dump down, give me a second here. We're going to go ahead and shift to the process of prioritization. The biggest problem we face as entrepreneurs is what is a priority and what is not. When you're getting your week ready, it is essential to understand what that priority looks like. For the reason being is, if there is something that you can get taken care of within 5 to 10 minutes, then there's no reason to put that on your schedule. The purpose of all of this is so that you are able to operate your business and not be an employee of the business. If you wanted to be an employee of the business, you should have just kept your job at that point. The point is to be able to delegate things out. Well, Michelle, what if I don't have an admin and I don't have time to delegate? Or how do I even know what to delegate? What do you want to do in your business and what don't you want to do? Do you want to be the social media manager? Do you want to be the accountant? Do you want to do all of those things? Or, hear me out, do you want to get everything out in front of you and see, all right, this can go this way. This can go this way. This can go this way. We can get somebody from Fiverr. We can, look at the profits of what's going on and see what we can delegate. We can look at, our spending and see where we can cut out of to add so that we can invest, so that we can take the heaviness off of our own plates. You don't have to do everything in your business. It's not for you to do everything in your business. And I don't think, a lot of us utilize the other tools that are available for us to do that. There's Offwork, there's Fiverr. I mean, if you're somebody that has an established brand, you could even put out that you're looking for an intern and it's a 90-day internship and turn that into a paid opportunity after the fact. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we are putting our best foot forward to delegate things out. Millionaires are not doing all of everything in their business. They have teams, and you have to prep yourself to be a part of the team. So with that being said, you need to know what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So now we're on our brain dump, right? We got everything on paper. We're crossing things out. We're highlighting what we're going to take care of, what's a priority, what's not a priority. Now, one other problem some people fall into, well, Michelle, this is a priority, but how can I tell which one is more important than the other? Put a $ amount next to it. When you can look at a task and then say, okay, this task is worth $400, This task is worth $200. If that works better for you, do what works for you. However, it starts off with the brain dump. It starts off with creating what is a priority and what's not a priority. Now we're going to get to our to-do list. So when you craft up your to-do list, what you're going to do is, since I have multiple businesses, I craft my to-do list by business, and I put down, and then I write it down. I also have something called the sticky note method, something that I created to kind of make things a little bit easier for me. So what I do is I grab a sticky note. At the top of that sticky note, I write the business that I'm working on. I write 3 things that need to get done, right? Then I set my timer on my phone, and I get those things done, and I only work on those things. And so that's what you can do first things first on Monday. You got to prepare yourself, guys. Preparation is the key to success. Preparing yourself for the week, right? So once you do the brain dump, once you get the prioritization and delegation down, then we're creating that to-do list. So on that to-do list, you price everything out, you put everything down from priority down to lowest, right? So now is when you're going to pull out your schedule, guys, because guess what we're doing this week? We're utilizing a schedule. So not only are you going to pull out your schedule, you're going to pull up your email. You're going to look through your email and see what appointments did I confirm? Who am I supposed to be talking to this week? What am I supposed to be doing? What does that look like, right? Okay, you guys following me? If you guys are confused, say something, because I'm going to just keep going. If y'all need a little bit of help, just ask questions. So what you want to do is you want to start creating that to-do list. And you're going to start your time block and your day theme. So now, time blocking is when you pick specific times to do specific items. All right, so let's say, for example, this is how my day goes. I wake up at 5. From 5 to 7, that's prayer, meditation, get breakfast ready for myself. Then from there, I let the boys kind of wake up whenever they want to, because we are in summertime. From 7 o'clock to 7:45, I'm checking emails. I'm going through, because I have a couple different email boxes to go through. And I check emails in the morning once. Then I check my emails at the end of the day. I don't spend all day checking emails, because it's like, what are you waiting for? If someone needs to urgently get in touch with you, your business line will be ringing for you. Like, you constantly checking your emails, you're constantly wasting time. So we got to stop wasting time. We got to be more intentional. You got to cut out the scrolling. You got to cut out anything that is not going to get you to the objective that you're going to set for the week. So along with doing your brain dump, getting your prioritization down, getting your to-do list done, you also need to set intentions. You also need to set objectives and goals. I'm talking sales goals. How much money do you want to make this week? I'm talking, how are you going to get there? How many people are you going to talk to this week? So when I say that it's time on Sunday to sit down and check that schedule, get that schedule in order, the way you handle your schedule is how you're going to see your money coming in. Because if you can manage your minutes, you can manage millions. And I'm going to explain this concept to you. If you know where your time is going, if you know that, hey, I have to do this by this time, I have to have this done by that time, this is what I'm working on, I'm going to do a content run here, I'm going to build out my content schedule here, so I can expect to talk to 25 people, I can expect for about 5 of them to bite. You have to know and have order in which you want to do, right? So when you have those things together, when you have a sales goal, and I'm not saying, I want to make $10,000 this week. Okay, but how much did you make last week? We got to be realistic, guys. We have to be realistic about what we're doing, what we're putting out there, and all of those things. Because when we're not realistic, we set ourselves up for failure, to be disappointed in self. So what I want you guys to do is set realistic goals. If you are someone that makes $10K a week, kudos to you. Keep going. But if you're trying to start off with a routine for the week to hit some numbers, make sure those numbers are realistic. And then match your services. How many services or products do you need to sell to get to that number? And then reverse it back again. Okay, well, how many times should I post this week? If I'm trying to make $5,000, how many times should I post? What types of posts should I put out there? What is my audience like? Get to know your audience. Go on your Instagram story, your Facebook, your Twitter, whatever you like to utilize. Ask questions. They created polls, they created questions for a reason. That is going to help you have a more intentional week to know, what kind of content do I need to plan? What types of things do I need to put out there? So, all right, let's run it back real quick. So, Saturday, we're chilling. We're relaxing with the family. We're doing what feels good for us. We're going outside. We're getting some vitamin D. We're doing yoga. We're doing whatever that looks like. Sunday is our day to execute on the plan for the week, okay? We're going to set up our morning routine for the week. Because listen, I talk to millionaires every single day. They all have the same thing in common. All of them do. They all have a schedule and a routine. So what we need to start doing is adapting to those habits of millionaires, because guess what? Y'all, I'm looking right back at the millionaires. Like, you guys are looking at me. We are all millionaires, and we need to carry ourselves as such. You need to have a schedule. You need to take it more serious. You need to have healthy habits and healthy routines. What are you doing? Like, there is no, gas is too expensive. Life right now is too expensive for us to just be waking up with vibes and like, it is what it is. No, it isn't what it is, actually, at all, you know? And until you start taking the smaller details in your business serious, you're not going to see that large return. You're really not. Guys, you guys are operating organizations. They need to be organized, right? You get it? You see what I did there? So why are we operating in a space of just kind of like fly by night? You're going to get fly by night results. You're going to have so much month, not enough money. You're going to be booked and busy, and your clients are going to be miserable. So we need to find that healthy balance, and it all starts with your routine, with productivity. Listen, guys, I have the cheat code. I figured it out, because the thing is, I used to always say yes. Always. So I had to know when to know. N-O, when to know. You guys get it, right? Okay. So you got to know when to know. You have to understand that not everything aligns with what the ultimate objective is for your business. A lot of people may want your help. A lot of people may want you to pour into them. This is your season to be selfish. Take control of your business. Take control of what you can control. Guess what you can control? You control your time. You don't get to control the person that made you sit and wait 15 minutes. You don't get to control everything that's around you. You are the only one in control. So take accountability for how you're lacking on yourself and apply concepts that are going to take you to the next level. If you are someone that likes to binge watch Netflix, you only binge watch on Saturday. It's called sacrifice. It's discipline. You got a lot of people are not lacking anything besides sacrifice and discipline. The discipline to work when it doesn't feel good, and the sacrifice to understand that this is not important right now and I have bigger things and bigger fish to fry. So we really need to bust it down. So I'm going to give you guys a really quick recap. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at I am Michelle Welch. So let's run through a recap real quick, what we went over. So we are going over having an intentional weekend, right? We're going to have an intentional weekend. With that intentional weekend, Saturday, we're chilling. Family time, you time, anything but business time. Sunday, we're going hard in the paint. We're getting ourselves organized. We're getting a schedule together. We're going to brain dump. We're going to do a time block. We're going to day theme. We're going to get our week set up so that it's, listen, y'all, who likes money? Y'all like money? Do y'all like money? I love money. I'm not afraid to say it. Money has changed my life. It's allowed me to do things. So when you guys have to understand, right? You guys have to understand how much money you miss out on when you don't take your schedule serious. When you don't take stuff serious, this is what y'all are doing. Y'all love doing this. This is what y'all are doing. You're throwing it away. Why do you want to throw these away? No, we want to keep them. We want to invest them. That's what we want to do. So you need to get that mindset right. I'm not wasting time no more, because when I'm wasting time, I'm wasting money. Just wasting away. Wasting. I don't have time. I'm going to watch Netflix. I'm going to go eat out, but I didn't make any sales today. That's what y'all are doing right now. I'm going to need you to stop doing that. We're not doing that no more. We are taking control of our businesses and ourselves, right? All right, y'all. Y'all better stop playing with me. I really firmly believe that everyone that has seen this live, is on this live, you need to get your schedule together. You need to get it in place, get in position, prepare yourself, because listen, it's only going to get harder out here in this world. Prices of things are only going to go up, and the only thing that you can control is the direct effort that you put in to make sure your business is being seen, heard, and felt. Value, visibility, consistency. If you're in the ToDo Capital Mastermind, I live by that. Those three things. Value. When you're adding value to people, when you're dropping gems, you're putting out good content. People want to hear you. They want to see you. They want to know you. They want to pick your brain. When you're visible, you're everywhere. They're going to be sick of you. You're on every platform. You're talking about what you do, what you can bring, the value, how you can give results. Consistency. Consistency will beat talent, will beat anything. When you are consistent, showing up. Because guess what? When you show up consistently, people won't know when you show up one day at 20% or 30%. They won't know. Why? Because you show up every day. Show up for your business the way you show up for brunch and Netflix and everything else. Show up. And I'm telling you guys how to show up. And yes, I'm yelling because I'm passionate about this because I know how much time management and productivity can change the trajectory of your life and your business. It's point blank, period. So if y'all don't got no questions for me, I dropped my gems for y'all. I hope you apply them. And if you guys have any questions like that, hit us in the DM. You can hit me up on Todd Capital DM. You can hit me up at Minds. You can follow me at I am Michelle Welch on the Insta. My @ is right here. And listen, I have a time management and productivity webinar next Wednesday. It is free. It is actually in the story. Go sign up for it. You will get, if you can't make it, it's at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. You will get the replay. And I'm breaking it down. I'm going to show you guys my schedule, which it looks a little wonky. I'm not going to lie. But listen, your girl is pretty paid and productively producing, okay? And that's just what it is. So I want y'all to have an amazing night. Thank you so much for your time. I love coming on here. I love pouring into you guys. And listen, I hope to see you guys on the next live. And I hope to see you guys next Wednesday at the free time management webinar. So y'all ready to turn up? Y'all ready to push productivity? Because listen, that's all we doing. Listen, we got money. We got to get the monies, okay? All right, y'all. Much love. Y'all have a great day.